Pedo glasses.
5,
Hell
4,
yes.
3, 2, 1.
What?
I'm
I'm just gonna wreck everything.
I'm gonna break that fucking thing.
Fuck shit.
No.
Whoop, 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 whoop. Wildly uninteresting podcast. Welcome back, Sleepy Lee.
Thank you for having me here.
Thank you.
It's the artist formerly known as Sleepy Lee. I dropped the Lee and added a $sign instead of an S.
Oh,
Sleepy
nice,
money
dude.
dollar.
Sleepy.
It's
So
just
very
Sleepy.
Yeah, man. Welcome back to the show for your second podcast.
Thank you.
Yes.
This is episode 78.
Yeah.
Oh
Featuring
shit,
Sleep
78.
Squirrels.
Big numbers,
Sleep
bitch.
Yeah.
You know it.
No, dude.
counting
Welcome
that
back to the
high?
show, man.
Thank you for having me.
Pleasure to
Thank
have
you.
you.
Thank
It's
you.
been
Thank
far
you.
too long.
It has been a while. It has
I
been a
feel like
while.
it's been long
I'm gonna
enough.
punch
It's
out
fine.
everybody who cross talks today. Did you know that?
A whole lot of crosstalk just going on. I was
I
like,
have
is there
nothing to
something
say.
wrong with my headphones? There's so much.
No, just a lot of cross talk.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Everyone's so jacked.
Yeah.
So, what have you been up to on the last 3 months? Has been
Since then,
2 months, maybe.
it's
I don't
been
know.
a while. Since then, let's see.
It's been like 3 weeks.
I have
Okay.
since then I have become recently single.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I cried for a while. I don't know how hype we're gonna be about
No,
that.
no. You
But
slick some dick on some new pussy.
Facts.
Find
But,
that strange.
but as far as that, man, I just been chilling, working, trying to find new and keep inspiring myself to make new music. Trying to focus on putting out this little SoundCloud project. It's probably gonna have 6 songs. I want to call it Emma Frost.
Yeah.
And of course, taking out the S and putting a $sign in it just to add a little spin to it. But yeah, man, I drive.
So would you say money is one of your passions?
It's not for real.
Well, then what the fuck are you doing?
What I'm
I was
doing.
gonna ask the same thing. Like, is as far as like the music goes, is the money the goal?
Driving force?
Or is it the driving force?
Oh,
or
of
what?
course. I mean, that's the driving force for everybody. But you know what I'm saying? I've been broke and, you know what I'm saying, not had money. So I kind of know what it feels like to have money and not have it. So it's like at the end of the day, if I get 100, like I said, maybe $100,000, you know.
Yeah.
I said that shit before. But if I get $100,000 or more, I'll be satisfied. And I can live good off of that.
Yeah, I could set for a while on 100,000 for sure.
You feel me?
Depends on the bills too, man. If you keep your bills down, 100,000 go a long way.
Yes.
wait.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then I just recently realized how much 2-bedroom apartment back home cost. And
Yep.
I was like, oh, dog, on a good amount of money, oh yeah, I can live real good. You know what I'm saying? And keep making money and keep making music and, you know, trying to prosper from it. But
So you can turn one of the bedrooms into a studio?
like just like
Well,
it is
yeah.
at home right now. Of
Yeah.
course. I ain't got no kids. I ain't got none of that shit. So I can do what I need to do. But
Would you say the breakup has been inspiration for music? Or do
It
you draw
was-
He's
inspiration
not trying to
from
make that emo rap.
nah,
Come on now.
I mean, yeah,
Hey.
it would have definitely.
know.
It's not like he's going to cry on the track. Like,
I'm not gonna cry on the track. But for
Tears.
inspiration to make some things, like like that's the
Spilling
driving force to
tears
be
on
like,
my
maybe I needed that to kind of push me to focus a little more on music. You know what
yeah,
I'm saying?
definitely.
But as far as like, I'm not into that emo rap. Right
No,
now.
I don't know
right
anybody that is. Is there an emo rapper out there?
Oh,
Juice
yeah.
WRLD was,
Juice
but
WRLD.
Oh, really?
you know.
See,
Well,
I wouldn't know that because I
R.I.P.
don't listen to
Mix.
bullshit.
Can you
Bullshit.
Oh,
can you
no, rest in
categorize
peace.
XXX
Sorry.
Temptation? Or I guess it's how you say it.
Tentacion, he was kind of in that category too. But then again, he was quick to talk about fucking somebody up too. So
Right?
Okay.
you know, rest
He's
in
he
peace to
got
him as
his.
well.
He's just in touch with his emotions.
I didn't know whether to categorize him like R&B or rap.
You
but
could
he's kinda both.
categorize him into anything because
Yeah.
honestly, he made
Country.
hard music. Yeah, he could.
He could probably
Because
do
he
it.
had songs that really emphasized on the guitar strums of
Yeah.
a country shit
I will
with him
fuck
singing
me.
it. Like his song Obsession and Depression. It's like obsession and depression doesn't mix so well.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, dude, that sounds awesome.
Could do that. As a country
Hollywood
song.
motels, and I guess I'm just obsessed with you.
School.
You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah, school.
He made all type of music. Then you know what I'm saying. He had his other shit like "fuck on me, look at me." You know what I'm saying? It's like all of that shit. So you know he was a real talented dude, man. A lot of people misunderstood him, but I pretty much got his whole character. You feel me?
Oh, hell
he was
yeah.
a good dude.
That's I went back. That's the only sad thing, man. You only pick up artists after they die, and it's like, damn, dude. Like you kind of write them off until then because the hype about them, and then they die, and it's like, oh shit, man, they were great.
I'm gonna
They
write
were
him off
great.
even in death, but it's nice to know that he has some variety.
He had all type of songs, man.
Hell yeah.
But yeah.
That's very cool.
Uh-huh.
I've never listened to him.
Oh,
Ever.
really? You ain't never?
Gotta do
I only do it because I look up new artists like all the time. My phone is like giving them to me because I won't stick to one. I thought it was funny though that MGK now is
Dude.
doing some like punk rock. Like
I don't
after
even want to talk about it.
after he loses like a diss with
Ridiculous.
Eminem and shit. Like now he's like dressing in pink and like.
He
fucking-
got sad.
But then again, he can do that too. You know what I'm saying?
And people are still like backing him and shit. I'm
Yeah.
like, what is going on here?
Because his
rapper.
image, he looks like a punk rocker, but he got bars.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But yeah, he knew what he was doing. He knew he was gonna lose to Eminem.
Yeah.
Anybody
I feel
knew
like
that.
that's
you
what
think
happened.
it was just for the attention to boost himself?
Of course.
Yeah,
Ah.
I would hope so.
That was the
because-
right move, honestly, because
Yeah.
you know, fuck it, why not take a
Yeah.
shot at a giant and lose,
Hell yeah.
but still be alive to be
still
like,
talking
"Alright,
about
I got
you."
a couple bars off of him. Fucking beard is weird.
That's the strange thing is, man, people get big off of bad publicity real quick. And they
There's
get
no such
big, they
thing
can
as
make
bad
money off of
publicity.
it.
There ain't no
True
such thing.
pedophile.
Yep,
Yeah, well,
ain't no
Like,
bouncing back from that.
In the
Eminem,
social
Yeah.
media arena,
Hell yeah.
like even if you do something that's like beyond ridiculous and people are like, look at this fucking stupid shit, people will go and watch it. They get views, they get money from that because they monetize those views. And it's like, well, the more you watch, the more they get paid. So
Yeah.
do you dislike it or do you like it? Like, you know, well then don't even click on it. You know.
Just
Yeah.
laugh at
Yeah.
it.
hell yeah.
I've stopped talking shit like on social media about things that I don't like because I always said, well, I'm just
I
bringing
seen you got
attention to it.
Yeah, you got
So,
schooled
yeah.
by some guy that was gonna like beat you up, and then I go.
That happens all the time.
I went
What
to go look
happened?
at his Facebook, and he was like calling you like a little guy or like some shit, like talking like you weren't. So I went to his Facebook, and he was like an IT guy from like whatever, and I'm like, who the fuck are you to talk about somebody who hasn't like can't fight or some shit? I'm like, you look like
He's just
A
crabby.
bitch.
yeah.
That's
What you
awesome.
say? You ain't get blacked by another celebrity, did you?
No.
That shit was
I
funny.
wish.
If I had a, wasn't it over some the Black Lives Matter movement or some shit, and he was on the like whatever, he was downing it and saying like they were
I don't know.
criminals or some shit.
You don't even know.
No.
It happens too
It
often.
was, and then
Yeah.
he like shut down the conversation. Then that guy got mad,
Like I
and then
just
other
said
people jumped
something,
on
just
him.
like a jackass, like offhand thing, and then he had a meltdown.
Yo, but he did. He
what the
texted
hell
his
was it?
he texted himself for like 20 messages. Because you were like, all right, bye, like that, and then he was just like talking to himself for 20.
Hell yeah.
And I read every one like, this is
He was
interesting.
angry, dude.
He was just getting himself more and more upset, and like, you know what else? he just never
And I
says it.
forgot about this.
I'm fighting myself. I'm angry, and I don't know why.
Yeah, we should have him on.
I think
Hell
they get.
yeah.
Hell no.
Hell no.
You good for some ratings because I know he would. First of all,
before
Dude,
this
that'd be
starts.
great.
Oh,
We
shit.
have to have this guy on.
Yeah. And then we
Or
lock
someone
the doors.
who will
and
flip the table.
Grab some hammers. Just fuck up his knees.
Turn the cameras off right as we walk at him. Done.
It's rough to talk to people on Facebook like that. You never get a point across. I don't care how intelligent you are. It's
No
hard
one
to get
wants
a
to hear
point
it.
across. Yeah.
No, I don't understand that.
one cares.
Nobody wants to fucking hear it.
No one
I am
cares.
right. You were wrong. Shut your fucking mouth. In
Bitch.
the story.
Yeah.
I don't understand that.
They don't
Whatever
care.
happened to just a good old debate? We don't agree. Let's talk
Oh,
about it.
fuck the debate. There's no debates no more.
oh no, ain't none of that going on.
No.
I don't
It's
get it.
one-sided bullshit.
Either you're getting a meme or you're getting laughed at. You know
I guess
what I'm
though
saying?
it's the internet. What do you expect out of it? I'm expecting too
crazy.
much out of
That's
people.
true.
My mom tells me all the time, son, keep your emotions off of Facebook, okay? I'm like, all right.
Hell yeah.
So I just leave Facebook alone, period, now. Like, I get on there and see how people's doing. All right, it's a birthday. All right, hello.
Hey.
But as far as just like being on there, just like updating, posting, just saying, hey, I'm
Saying
doing this
stuff.
at this time. Fuck y'all.
Yeah, I don't even think Facebook's good for like building a community for like a company or for your music anymore. Really, it's just a bunch of people that want you to like pictures of their kids.
Yeah, dude.
And they want to
devolved
tell
into
you
old
fake
people.
shit. And then, yeah, old people. There's a lot of fake news that comes across.
They're like, we're on a beach. Shocking.
Yeah.
Because they're old.
It's not even a pretty beach. It's kind of gray.
He's got like needles on the grass, sand. And
New to you, old to me. Motherfucker.
They do, man. It's crazy. So the last time we talked, though, you said you were going to do 12 songs in like a couple weeks. You ended up doing that, but you ended up putting out a CD too, right? A 4-track CD.
Yeah, something worth living for.
Man, see,
Yeah.
that fucked me up because I saw the title. It was like something worth living for. I saw it was like the Roman numeral 4, and I was like, something worth living. This is the fourth one.
Nah,
I was like,
4.
where are the first 3, bitch?
Nah, it's just my wrong. It's just my suffix. You know what I'm saying? I am the 4th. So you know, I want to actually try and make it like a series. Like my next project, I want to actually try and put out towards my birthday.
Yeah.
And I want to call it something. I don't know what I want to call it
That's what
yet,
you
but I
should
know
call
I
it.
want to add the 4 in
Something, I
there.
don't know.
Nah, I was actually
like
thinking
that.
about calling it like praying for better days or something like that.
Nice.
And I wanted to keep it all to like 4 word sentences. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Kind of keep it all
Hell yeah.
themed in. So you know, back to answering your question about why I did the $sign though. Out of the love of hip hop, man. And then like if
That's
you
right.
look at the keyboard, the $sign is the 4th.
oh.
Yeah, you see what I'm talking
There's more
about?
to it.
Yeah, you got to use your mental mind. But now,
I wasn't ready for that.
but nah, yeah, it's just out of the spirit of hip hop, man. I'm like, you know what? Plus, I seen like 2 different people with the name Sleepy on Spotify.
I've seen that, yeah.
So I'm like, all right,
Fucking
when
posers.
nah, it's not. I mean,
Nah,
I guess.
no, fuck
I guess
'em.
it's whoever makes it first is what that comes down to, right?
Yeah. And then you know my
cares
guy,
who
my
made it
guy, he
first?
tried
They
to
shit.
tag me in the song. Understand?
Yeah.
And he ended up tagging some other dude in it. So I was like, yo, dog, I gotta go ahead and just go ahead and try this out. I tried it, and that motherfucker said, you're good to go. I'm like, all right, bet. So I guess I'm $sign LEEPIE now. Shit. But yeah.
That's
Hell
awesome.
yeah.
That's a good idea, though.
But yeah.
Yeah.
Something worth living for is I dropped it I tried to drop it on the day of my pop's birthday, which was August 27th, but Distro Kid ended up dropping it the 26th, but it didn't actually get on the stores and like everywhere to like the 27th, 28th. So
Yeah.
but yeah, man, it was just a little something to actually try and stick my foot in the door. You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
Because I had been telling people that I was gonna put some shit out for the longest since I had been working in textile.
Yeah.
Like, and I put some shit out on SoundCloud, but don't nobody really look at my SoundCloud like that
Fuck
unless.
SoundCloud.
Yeah.
You know, hold on. I was watching what's that fucking guy? Russ. You ever heard that?
Of course.
Yeah. And he was, I mean, he'll lay it out for those people, especially like jumping on a label. Like he breaks it down to where like he'll break down $1 million. Like these people think they're making $1 million, whatever. But he's more of the business side. He'll let you know how it is on the business side. And oh shit, I just forgot. Oh, SoundCloud, my fault. He was saying that like when he was producing, I think like 100 and something tracks, he wouldn't like put them on like group them together. He would release them one at a time because people are more apt to listen to one clip of your single than they are to listen to the entire album. So he would just release them one at a time. So you have 100 and something singles instead of like 12
Yeah.
That makes me
albums.
so fucking angry.
Yeah, and that's he was actually selling his music on some platform for a little while, but he was selling just singles one at a time because it was easier to get people to listen to one song than it was to listen to the whole album or buy the whole album.
Right.
And I thought that was
see
interesting.
Yeah, for sure. Like, especially with the way people are anymore, like their attention span is 0. So Give them one song, enjoy it.
The good thing about you, how you're building all these songs before like you ever get to a label. So if you build those songs and put them on that playlist, like he said, by the time people recognize his music, because he had been putting it out for so long, they had a catalog of like 100-something songs. So now his fans could jump on that, and they had 100-something songs to go and listen to, right? So you could be independent for what, say 5-6 years, right? Not make a dime off of it. Then get to 5 or 6 years, and now you got a catalog of 100-something songs that when you do make it big, now you have a playing chip when it comes to a record label. You get to make the deal. They don't, because they need you. You don't need them at this point. And you do a lot of your own recording, a lot of your own producing, stuff like that. So you have that bargaining chip. So by the time the record label wants you, you have this whole catalog that you get to sell. It's yours. You have the rights to it. And then people, your fans that jump on, have that whole catalog to go listen to. They don't have to wait for you to put out music because it's already there. Yeah. So you got that's how he made it as big as he did, as quick as he did. Okay. But he had been putting it out for what, 6 years, I think it was, 7 years?
Yeah, it was long time.
I got a good collection of songs on my SoundCloud now. I got at least 30, 40 plus songs on my SoundCloud.
So I'm saying, so by the time people once it, jumps to that point, people already have like 30-something songs to go listen to. And you know how people's attention just isn't, they want it in clips,
Exactly.
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So there you go. And most of his songs were like 2-minute songs, 2.5 minutes, something like that, real quick, simple.
That's the thing too. That's the thing nowadays. And a lot of the beats I've been getting from like producers and shit have been like 2 to 3 minute long.
Oh, no shit.
That's all. Like, and I'm like, that's excellent for me. So I ain't. And the way that I like to make music, I like to put my choruses at the end of the song sometimes, or either start the song out with it and never hear it again. You feel me?
Oh, nice.
Especially if it's 2 minutes. So I'm like, all right, that's enough time to just get it in, get it out. Like, I just put out a track called Trixie. That mug was like 2 minutes and 30. Well, probably not even that long. And, I just rapped the whole song,
Yeah. And that's what I'm saying. I don't know if, like, the structure of it, does it need a chorus and a verse or what? But I think the chorus, like the hook, is the hardest part to nail down and make it fit. Like,
absolutely.
You wanna know something? I've been listening. All right, my man's I've been working with sending music for like six years now. He told me to just sit back and like some days don't even write music, don't even do nothing, just take a week off and just listen to music. Listen to how people make their songs. All right. I've heard songs where people will get their shit off, let the beat ride, maybe for like however long a 4-bar chorus would be, and then they just hop right back into the song. Or they just do the song flat out. Or like I said, they'll put it at the front or the end of it, and it's just like, it's however you decide to portray your art at the time. So it really doesn't matter. If people gravitate to it, then they gravitate to it. Yeah. But if they don't, then you know what I'm saying? Just listen. That's why I listen to like Uzi, because Uzi, his choruses be everywhere sometimes. You listen, like one of my favorite songs by him is New Paddock. And that motherfucker, you don't know where the chorus is, but you know what it is. You know what I'm saying? Because he incorporates it. It's like about 4 or 5 times in it, but then again, he's spitting bars in between. So it's like, this shit kind of ignorant. You know what I'm saying?
Kendrick does that too. You don't really know. That's the weird thing about. I swear, dude. Like I don't really like the structure in which he does it or whatever. Like sometimes I can't get on board because it's like all over the place.
Real offbeat.
But dude, he is. It's interesting because you don't. He just goes the entire song.
I love it.
And the fucking cadence of it and everything changes so much that you can't nail down like his structure because it's everywhere.
It's all because you know what I'm saying, that really kind of shows you the product or the environment he's come from. You know what I'm saying? Because if you coming from Compton, shit come at you fast. You feel me?
Yeah.
So it's kind of like his verse and his cadence and all of that shit kind of replicates all of that. You feel me? Dude. And I love it.
Black Friday, man. I could listen to that all day. Black Friday is the best.
You want to know the song that got me on Kendrick Lamar? Rigor Mortis is the song that got me on Kendrick Lamar.
Yeah.
Got me breathing with dragons. I cracked the egg in your basket. You bastard. I'm Marilyn Manson. Don't ask for your favorite rapper. I rapped him and made him catch. You know what I'm saying? He was just going stupid. And then the fact that he leveled up on the second verse after he was rapping like that, and I pee on anything. Yeah. I was like, this motherfucker hasn't taken a breath yet, and he's going stupid. It's like, because that's like. What made me gravitate to him a lot is like the way that he put his emotions into the track as well. If you listen to it, like some verses are real, like some bars are real deeper than others that you may have to go back and listen to the song maybe like 3 times. Like, oh shit, that's what he meant by that. But then again, he hits you with playful shit too.
Yeah,
like Humble is probably one of the best songs he put out. That one and All Right is like my favorite songs because he's kind of playing with it, but then again he's still dropping that shit on your head. You know what I'm saying?
I'll never understand how Macklemore beat him out for Album of the Year. I'll never understand that, dude.
It is interesting.
And they went to Macklemore and asked him that straight up, and he was like, "Yeah, that's probably more. That's why I won." Like, and he was just straight up with him. He's like, "There's nothing I can do about it. It's how the public views it."
He's like, I don't know.
And but Kendrick being straight up answered the same question and was like, no, he put a lot of hard work into it and he deserves it. I swear that was the best line I could have ever heard in my life.
And then again, though, you know what I'm saying, it's kind of a popularity contest because, you know what I'm saying, of course Kendrick has like maybe the ethnic vote all day and a handful of real hip-hop heads of the Caucasian side. But, you know what I'm saying, if you're on Macklemore's side, and it's not even just about him being, you know what I'm saying, white or whatever. He could actually rap, and he makes music that portrays to, you know what I'm saying, poppy and kind of, you know what I'm saying, upbeat like kind of shit. Yeah, so that's going to get him a lot more affection than, you know what I'm saying,
too,
Kendrick.
He would get more like the younger crowd as well, whose like parents say you can or cannot listen to this stuff. They're definitely going to be like, okay, listen to Macklemore.
Yeah, because
I just think Kendrick's voice is annoying.
It is. He does have it has to grow on you though.
That's awesome.
It has to grow on you.
I like his lyrics, but fuck his voice.
He got plenty of different voice styles though. He go from that little nasally shit to some deep shit. And I'm like,
it really sucks.
I'll say
when
like
someone talented has that annoying voice. Sorry, that was it.
No, just the CD work that he's done up until that point, I feel like he deserved it more. And then Macklemore taking a break. Like, I don't know. I just feel like there was more work ethic put in behind Kendrick's, even if he didn't. But, I mean, that's some humble shit when you look at it like, oh, well, he did good or whatever. Whatever he says behind closed doors don't matter. But in the public, he was straight up like, oh, well, he's not a sore loser for one. And Kendrick knows that he's going to put out another one that's going to, run the race. So hopefully it works out. But
I mean,
I didn't like him at first for the same reason. But after you like get past that, it's like drinking coffee and finally getting used to the taste.
So it's like, you know what I'm saying? It's like,
man.
What's the point of being a hater? You feel me?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's cool that, I mean, he won and all, but then it's like, who really wins when you all, man, fuck dude.
Yeah, fuck that shit.
Man, fuck him, man. I knew I won. That make you look like a fucking sore loser, like you said.
Yeah.
Other than
Kanye
that,
shit.
yeah, just sit the fuck back and be
he's a
like,
little bitch.
whatever. I got nominated. You know what I'm saying?
I like him more for that reason than I did before the album.
I mean, unless the album actually is trash. Then,
Yeah, I mean, unless
there's
it's
no reason to lie
trash.
about it. Then it's like,
Yeah,
fuck
no.
that album.
Unless it's absolutely
Like,
trash.
he
Be like,
was
hold
very
up.
clearly
He
didn't
probably
try
did
at
get
all.
more of the
Put
popular
no
vote,
work.
though, for sure. Because I can
So
see
happy
that
about that.
now when I go back and listen to that album, like Macklemore's was more poppy, and I feel like Kendrick comes more for people who have been through the struggle as well, because he fucking articulates it so well. But that doesn't fly when you're looking at record labels who are just looking at the numbers.
Yeah.
It's kind of shitty. The art itself, he wins hands
You know what
down.
I'm saying? You got, on one hand, you got Thrift Shop,
Yeah.
and on the other hand, you got All Right. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Which is both are positive songs, but you know what I'm saying? Thrift Shop is just more relatable.
Yeah.
You know,
It was.
A lot of people can't relate to that black struggle that we got going on. You know what I'm
Oh,
saying?
no.
But a lot of people can.
Definitely
you know what I'm
seeing that
saying?
now.
A lot of
So
people
crazy.
can, but at the end of the day, bro, it's, you know,
Everybody's bought cheap pants, but not everybody's been black.
not everybody's been fucking face down on the concrete and, you know, had a pistol towards the back of your head and told not to move, a lot of shit like that.
You know what? I was asking
As long as it's not pointed at my nuts, I think it'd be okay.
I was asking
be
Sarah, I was
quick.
gonna,
Take my
because I
life.
try not to post none of that shit are answered. Like the first time I did, I was like, man, I wish I could fucking like take it back, just because all it does is just incite more stupidity
Yeah,
and
and they
ignorance.
don't hear you anyway.
Yeah, and I was just gonna ask like a simple question on Facebook, like all these people that it's ridiculous how many people on my Facebook are
Victim blaming.
victim blaming and more on they lean more towards racist when it comes down to it. But you know how like before they were victim blaming Breonna Taylor, like, oh well, you shouldn't have been hang out with drug dealers and
Yeah.
what do you expect? But a cop gets shot and you didn't say, oh well, take a job where you have to dodge bullets. What do you expect? Like you didn't do
Yeah.
the same victim blaming to the cop.
Look
Like
at the dollar store, motherfucker.
yeah, but I told Sarah, I said all that's gonna do is incite ignorance and people are gonna
Yeah.
do that fucking
Just bring
bullshit.
more
People
hate
don't-
out.
People don't read and try and use their logic and common sense nowadays. Like don't get me
damn,
wrong,
they
they'll
don't.
read it, but they won't try
don't
and
comprehend
take a chance to be like, before they just be like, no, fuck
Yeah, they don't
this.
reflect
Yeah.
on
He's
it.
racist. He's this, that, and the third. I don't appreciate his opinion. It's like, but everybody has an opinion, and we're all entitled to
Exactly.
one. You know
People
what
just
I'm
don't
saying?
want to hear people who think differently or anything. They don't care if it's different. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to see it.
And
I
sometimes,
mean, some opinions are just stupid and wrong.
yeah,
They are, but they still have the right to say the shit.
But if,
True. But
You gotta read it and comprehend it to know
Sometimes in
it's fucking stupid.
struggle too, some of the best music comes from a struggle,
Yeah.
like from a big movement and shit. And I've been scrolling through Instagram and even that, and I'm not even a huge fan of Lil Baby. You know, what's that?
bigger
fuck-
picture,
Yes, dude, that motherfucker has been played out on my shit because it's so good. But it comes from this movement. It
Yeah.
comes from all that, and the whole thing. It's not even one-sided. The whole song is on both sides. Like it doesn't blame nobody, and he's trying to like put forth the effort to show people. And it's like, I'm interested to see the music that stems from all this. I think that we can come together in that sense if people are willing to listen. But
yeah. But at the
Fingers
end of
crossed.
the day,
Yeah.
at the end of the day, like you said, we all have short attention spans now, so we get burnt out easily nowadays.
yeah,
So you know what I'm saying, we hear too many Black Lives Matter songs, even though we know that it means something to us, right? And it's serious. People, I heard Gilly the Kid say, you know what I'm saying, he was like, look, man, you know what I'm saying, I love all the shit y'all doing, y'all fighting for it, but look, man, I'm not trying to keep hearing 30,000 Black Lives Matter songs or Black positivity songs, man.
Hey?
I can see it. I mean, yeah, I can get that. I can get on
Feel
board
me?
with that
Because
for
you
sure.
get burnt out on it. It's like, yeah, we doing it for a reason, we doing it for a cause, and that's appreciated. But come on, man, you don't want to make your whole catalog about that.
And something I've
Right.
noticed, and like, correct me if I'm wrong, going through Instagram, it's almost like, especially like independent artists, they'll split the screen where they're like they're rapping, but then they have like on the other side like the Black Lives Matter movement, but the song doesn't have anything to do with Black Lives Matter,
See?
but they know that they're gonna get views
Right.
for this
See?
left side. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And these independent, and I told Sarah, I said, dude, that's a fucking cheap shot
Yeah.
to try to get
That's some
on
bullshit.
with that struggle just because, you know what I mean? Just because you know it's going to get clicked on. Like,
And
that's
it-
fucked up.
And it's
They're
just like when, you know what I'm saying, when people was doing those videos where they were all bloody and shit, you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying, and rapping their heart out,
just
you know what I'm
delivered a
saying?
baby.
No, it wasn't even that, you know what I'm saying? They was rapping about like I ain't gonna lie, the one with the big, I don't know if he was Puerto Rican guy that was rapping about the little kid, Junior, that got killed in the Bronx,
Yeah.
like doing those videos. But then again, you got some people, you know what I'm saying, who do those videos, like you said, just for likes.
Just for
Just
dude,
for the
just
attention.
for
They're
attention.
just
And
making
it's
money
like,
off of some
check
shit.
out my other
That's
shit. That's
fucked
like
up.
somebody live streaming the protests and being down there and then like turning the camera on themselves and tell you that they got a Cash App, that they got this, that have nothing to
Yeah.
do with none
me
of the
up on
proceeds are going to
Patreon.
thing. They're just like, watch my lives, because I know a lot of people are going to watch it because they want to see the protests. But I'm going to tell you all about my Cash App and all these outlets I got.
And even the news makes money.
Yeah.
No, I know. I'm just saying,
Motherfuckers
like,
gotta eat, son.
like if your art is not that good, don't try to trick people. You know what I mean, or play off emotion to get that because your art isn't that good. Whatever art that is.
Because even people came at J. Cole neck when he made that one song talking to Candace Owens, and he wasn't even being disrespectful. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He was just talking to her in the track, and they took at it and ran with it like he was being, you know, maybe misogynistic or
Yeah.
some other shit like that.
You can't say anything to a woman without being
Absolutely.
misogynistic.
My God, we're so delicate. I mean, how could you ever speak a fucking word to us
he
without
had
us
an opinion
dying?
about women. He's
Yeah.
I swear, I was watching this video. I sent it to her, but it was going down like the history, like 2,000 years before Christ and all this shit. Ancient Sumerians and even Egyptians, like women were deities. Like there were no kings, and men weren't sought at like the highest of highs. It was the woman because she was the giver of life. She went to the depths of hell to bring back whatever. She was the queen. Like the queen was bigger than the king. You know what I mean?
That's right.
And,
you looked at me, didn't you, you
dude,
motherfucker?
It was
you.
it was super interesting. They even broke it down as saying like even like Sumerian texts and Christian texts they kind of match up a little bit, but in Sumerian, the snake brought a tool. Where in Christian faith it brought an apple, the knowledge, whatever.
Deceit.
But they brought it to women because women were the knowledge givers in the community. The men had nothing to do with it. They were just pretty much a pawn in the game, but
You like
women were the queens.
The spin on it, though, from Christianity, that we are
You're
sinister.
the reason why, that all wrong.
Dude,
You motherfuckers can't listen to God.
I had to eat the apple and bring all y'all motherfuckers down with me.
And really, they say that like the tool in the apple
It's the only reason I ate it.
was a god that was tired of the human race being in slavery. So in order to stop that and for us being enslaved to the gods, they brought it to us so that we would have the knowledge, we would wake up and we could break apart from God. You know, from being the slave in which, you know, built the community.
I plead the fifth.
Oh, yeah?
He had angels for slaves. Why does he need us?
I plead the fifth.
What?
Oh, but it's all like
which aspect?
mythology. I mean, essentially.
I need to know which one you're pleading fifth to. No.
All of that shit, man.
All of it.
But no, I think it was just super interesting that now, like women have
Well,
been
and-
downtrodden and pushed back and oppressed in that manner. And they used to be our queen. Like queen used to mean something. Now
crazy.
it's
Queen is just a word.
yeah, man.
It's fucked up. Unless you're actually a queen.
That's right.
You
It
know
means
what
so
I'm
much
saying?
to me.
Fake ass queen.
Or a drag queen.
Yeah,
Again, it means so much to me.
Hey, man.
but I
Some
always
good
say
words,
that.
you know.
But they say that like before we used to work best in a unit. Now it's split apart. Men think we're like higher than, and women have been pushed back for a while. But that's like that movement. Like they made steps forward, and then the government kind of we're doing stuff, and then you are actually pushed back. Like they looked at the 60s and that the pay rate was whatever, but the percentage never went up.
Right.
They made it look like it went up and it didn't.
It never actually changed.
Yeah, it's the same thing with charging those guys. Like, oh, we're gonna charge one that the charge had nothing to do like
Wanting
nothing, wanting endangerment, dude. And yes, he should have got that, but the other
But there should have been more. But anyways,
fuck him, dude. Fuck him and fuck the rest of it. It's just I don't care. Hey, if I'm a fucking, it don't matter. They take murderers in like with tasers and shit, right? Nobody. I don't care what you're involved in or what. Like nobody deserves to die. Nobody. Fuck out of here.
Some people.
Yeah. It's crazy,
That's right.
man. And it's crazy,
Name
like
one.
the type of people that are scared
Couch.
touche.
scared to. We go to the dentist in Portland, and somebody asked me like if I was gonna keep that appointment. I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
What are you scared? Like, what are you actually scared of?
Be like,
Jays.
Yeah.
Scared of them motherfuckers. Them motherfuckers strong. For the love of man.
I saw another meme too. You were talking about Juice WRLD, and I can't ever say his name, but XXX.
Tentacion.
Yeah, and then they talked about shit. What's his name?
Lil Peep.
Lil Peep, but the white
Is he
rapper.
looking or does he have a little dong or?
Yeah, that song Donald Trump.
Oh, Mac Miller.
Mac Miller.
That hurt my heart. I cried for real when dude died, man.
Yeah.
Mac Miller. Yeah, that was a rough one to the way it went out.
Feelings.
And that's another one I didn't listen to until like the death happened. I'm like, all right, I'll give it a shot. But somebody put a meme up that was like, do all rappers that, or all these rappers that died, do they just automatically become, whatever it is? Legends. Yeah, that's what the meme said. I was like, no.
No, some of them just suck.
I thoroughly disagree with a lot of motherfuckers when they say legend. That Nipsey Hustle wasn't a legend. Like, I understand it, you know what I'm saying? He wasn't mainstream and the biggest motherfucker, but he's a legend around his section, period.
Yeah.
Any person that can come back to any place that they stood in front of for years when they was a young buck, buy that bitch, do good for their hood, try and raise a family and try and do good, man. It just, grow and preach good. It wasn't about just black excellence with him, man. It was just about like excellence, man. Just do good. Just be somebody, you feel me?
Mm-hmm.
So I disagree with a lot of people with that, but Juice WRLD and X, legendary. That's controversial, man.
You can't really be legendary if you don't have a mountain of success already.
They did though.
Yeah,
I didn't know who the hell they were.
You didn't, but
That
a lot of
doesn't
people
mean
did.
anything.
Look,
But
if I don't know it, they're not legends.
Even
Nah, you tripping.
Nipsey Hustle, I never listened to until like that all
That's
came
right.
out. But I didn't realize he wasn't as mainstream. But the minute you played his shit, you knew that he was from California. You fucking knew it.
He was a West Coast legend.
Yeah,
You can't tell him shit about
That music was, it runs deep, man. You
Yeah.
could tell immediately.
I've been listening to
Hell
Nipsey
yeah.
since I was in high school.
Oh yeah,
Like the first album I bought of his was Bullets Ain't Got No Name, Volume 3. And after I bought that motherfucker, I was like, yeah, I'm finna buy some more of this shit. Then I took a little break off of him. I was like, man, this shit dope. Then my homegirl Green, she's from there. She's met him. She's she's seen him a handful of times.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? She explained, she was like, man, dude's so cool, man. He's so chill. He just relaxed, man. That's all he do. He just real nice and cool to talk to. And she was like, you ain't listening to him in how long? Fuck that. Take my iPod.
Fuck that.
Fuck that. Take my iPod and listen to his ass while you on CQ and shit today. I'm like, all right, bet. I listened to his shit all day, and I was like, man, yeah, I still fuck with him. Nah, it's 3.
Okay.
they had a video of him. These two people were like fucking like harass him, trying to take pictures of him, and he stole that
On
phone out of
neighborhood
her.
crib.
Yeah, he stole the phone out of the thing, and he was, I would not want to fuck with that guy.
That shit was funny. That whole situation was funny because it was all about respect with him. He was just
Yeah.
like, hey, man,
Could have
first of all, why y'all run up on me like that with that camera? You feel me? I don't know what the fuck y'all got going on. At the end of the day, I'm still a Crip. I'm still from where the fuck I'm from. You know what I'm saying? So y'all gotta chill the fuck out. Then he was like, you know what I'm saying? He was like, dude, like, you know what I'm saying? Honestly, if you was more disrespectful, I'd probably test your jaw.
Yeah.
And honestly, I had my homegirl fuck her up. You
Yeah.
feel me? Because she was talking a lot of shit. Why you doing all this? He was just like, man, why you, look, man, you tripping like that. Why you like that, first of all?
Lucky you didn't have your purse in the front seat. He was
That shit was funny as fuck. Why are you going in my car? Shit, I'm showing y'all how to fucking feel. This shit, that's
Yeah,
how
that
you
was
ran up on
crazy.
me. So I'm gonna show you how it feel. I'm gonna call the police for what? Fuck you. You know what I'm saying? But what killed me out though, he was like, all right, man, y'all have a nice day or whatever. Then he chunked this ice in the air and tried to throw it on him. I was like, oh, that shit is hilarious. And that motherfucker's a real nigga right there. He ain't bullshitting.
I like that video a lot. That's what I was saying. I wouldn't fuck with that guy. That's like
awesome. I've never seen
T.I. I
that
feel
video.
like
I'll have to watch
Look it
that
up. That
shit.
shit's funny.
T.I. got into business and he's done very fucking well for himself. But every now and then in an interview, you can see it in his eyes, like, dude, he's still got it. Like, I wouldn't fuck with him. Like, I wouldn't say some shit. And then when he said that he was gonna end Iggy, I guess, or whoever was talking shit, and like mentioned his girl, and he was like, I will fucking end you. I was like, I believe that wholeheartedly, that he would not give a fuck.
Nah, man.
Like, he definitely still has it in him. You don't grow out of that. You know
You
what
can
I mean?
see it a lot. You can see it in them. You grow out of it a tad bit, but it's like they said, you can take the boy out the hood, but you can't take the boy out the hood, but you can't take the hood out the boy. You know what I'm saying?
I gotta try to hit the brakes. I almost fell.
That's right.
You
Just
can
like
soften
that.
a
No,
little
it's-
bit, but you know, at the
I
end of the
figure
day,
it's just situational.
You
Yeah.
move to the
It's what-
suburbs and motherfuckers still press up on you and you still beat their ass in your driveway.
You
So
just learn that you gotta fight your
the
battles.
kids can get on my
Or pick your battles,
trampoline,
rather.
but don't talk shit while you're hopping around.
So
Right.
what's the if you had to put like not a name, what is it?
A
Like
sound.
like say the whole CD. If you had to put you know a description out there, like what the basis for all those songs, like what that CD means to you.
for this one,
Yeah. What would that be? What was the purpose of this one?
all right. So I'm gonna break it down track by track. All right. So we
Nobody
got
asked for that. I'm just kidding. Go ahead.
nah, but it means growth basically for me. Like I took all of the little baby pictures of me and my family. You know what I'm saying? My little sister, my mom, my big sister, my little cousin, my dad. You know what I'm saying? They're all people that's still in like active in my life. You know what I'm saying? And we've all grown from then, of course. Like everybody's grown from good and bad and taking something from it. And they're all somebody worth living for at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Somebody worth putting my time in to try and feed and make sure that they're good, that they won't have to worry about too much of anything. So that was the basis of the title. And In My Zone is basically just like giving to me, basically like trying to set the tone, be like, hey, this is the type of person I am. This is the type of music I like. This is the way I rap. And then, you know what I'm saying? Jump Rope, that's for like the thoughts. I can't even lie. it's for the thoughts, man. I can't lie. You know what I'm saying? It's still showing my personality, but then again showing that, you know, hey, I'm here for a good time. And I do like to see some cheeks moving. So if you know what I'm saying, if you like Jump Rope and you see me around and it's playing somewhere, don't be scared to move your cheeks. You feel me?
I've got a brain, but I like ass.
Yeah, I love ass. Like that showed a little clever lyricism and stuff. And I just wanted to kind of show off with the ad libs a little bit too on that song, because you know I like doing ad libs. Ad libs are fun, so I can see why a lot of people, you know what I'm saying. Just I understand now. So yeah, that's that. Then IDK This Feeling is just basically me trying to get deep, and you know let people know that I at that time when I made that song, I really didn't know how to feel. You know what I'm saying? I lost my little cousin. I lost, you know what I'm saying, well, two little cousins, actually. My little cousin Joe Rail, he got shot in the head.
God damn.
I know, in St. Louis, and that shit's crazy. And just that at that time, I was fucked up. But then again, like, I was still trying to balance emotions for somebody else as well. So it's like, I have to try and be strong. And then again, I have to sit here and be griped at because I'm not doing my job as a boyfriend or whatever I got to. So at the end of it's like, bro, you not really, you know. So it's just like, and then my little cousin DJ, he died on my little bro Quinn's birthday. He was the one on AP Bebop, Rastasaurus on Instagram, you know. So yeah, he died on his birthday. So you know what I'm saying. I just knew I was gonna go down there and see him. I was like, man, I ain't seen cousin so long, man. Let me go see this nigga. You know what I'm saying? So they was like, he at work. So I'm like, I bet I'm gonna wait on him. I'm chilling with little bro for his birthday.
Yeah.
He get a phone call like, and he was like, man, quit playing. I know you lying. He was like, man, what? You know what I'm saying? He hung up and he was like, man, DJ died, bro. I'm like, what? And then it was like, man, ain't nobody kill him though. You know what I'm saying? He just, I guess, died from like heart failure or some shit like
super
that.
fucked up.
It's
too.
crazy,
Yeah.
Be
man.
waiting on somebody and then that, because that can happen to anybody,
Mhm.
anytime. That's crazy, man.
So yeah, that's that one. You know what I'm saying? That's kind of why I get emotional. You know what I'm saying? Still be like, but still kind of show you that I got strength at the end of the day. That's why I put the chorus at the end of the song like that,
Yeah.
and kind of repeated it with like the first time I kind of repeated it kind of like, you know what I'm saying? I'm just saying it or kind of getting you into the groove, and then the second time I'm really putting a little bit more force into it to let motherfuckers know like, hey, I mean this shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Then like AP Bebop, it was gonna be a different track there, but I decided to go with that last minute because my little brother Quinn, he wanted to do a track. I went home not too long ago. He was like, bro, man, next time you come, bring the laptop and the mic and shit, man. I want to do a track. I'm like, all right, bet. So we had a good day that day and shit like that. His little cousin came over. She was fucked up. She was fucked up. And then she seen the microphone set up, so she freestyled at least 5 times in a row long, just saying shit. What's up, bitch? Yeah, I seen you around the corner talking shit. But that don't mean your nigga can't get hit. Like shit, like she was talking shit. She was actually getting off sometimes when she wasn't just saying shit. But she was just going the fuck.
Did you keep that?
I kept some of it.
Yeah.
I kept some of it. She was like, go on, record that shit. I just threw a beat on. I was like, here, let me see what she gonna do with this shit. I recorded it. She did all right. But yeah, man, I ended up taking a nap. And the whole time while she was doing that and shit, he was over there writing. So I'm like, all right, bro, I'm finna go and take a nap or whatever. We get started on this shit. I woke up about 3 o'clock. Shit, he was still over there typing.
That's rough to write like in the studio while like say you got a track going and you're working on it and write right then and there. That's tough to do.
Not for me anymore.
You think it's easier to do it that way? Probably because you've done it so much at this point that's just like.
It still amazes my homeboy TJ. It still amazes him and Devon when I go over there and they have beats and shit and they be writing and I just I'm done. And I spit that shit. They be like, you just came up with that, yeah.
Hell yeah, man.
But yeah, AP Bebop was just a sentimental track because I was like, man, if I want a feature from anybody, it's gonna either be Family, and he wanted to do a track, so I was like, all right, bro, go ahead. You set the tone. I let you go first, and he did, and he set the tone for it, and I enjoyed it. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people, I sent it to a couple of people, but they was like, man, why would you let him go first? You know what I'm saying? Because it doesn't seem like he's so strong. He's going strong, and then when your verse comes on, you completely take over the song. I was like, he knew I was going to do that. I told him I was going to do that.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, it's your song.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no shit.
Give a shit.
Yeah.
You know, I'm like, man,
Shouldn't it be understood?
I'm like, it's,
Yeah.
I'm like, it's sentimental. He wanted to go hard. He wanted to go in there, and he did. I enjoy his verse, and I rap it with mine, just like it's mine, because I enjoy it so much. You know what I'm saying? And then so I let him hear it before I even recorded it. I was like, all right, bro, I'm gonna spit this shit to you. Let me, cause I let him do his thing, and then I came home and I sat on it for a while. Pause. I sat on it, and then I was like, fuck it, I'm gonna go ahead and get on it. So then I recorded that motherfucker. Well, I let him hear it. He was like, oh yeah, bro, that shit go hard right there. Go ahead and drop that shit. I was like, bet.
I was just say, do you put it out immediately, or do you set on them for a little bit just to make sure that you're comfortable with it?
I sat on all of those songs before I put them out. Like In My Zone, I sat on that motherfucker since the beginning of the year.
Oh, no shit.
Mm-hmm.
That's the thing that, like if you make something and set on it, like you have more of a chance of talking yourself out of like doing it. It's like we did those 2 videos and I was like, it can't be perfect because like to you, it's never going to be perfect.
Mm-hmm.
But to everybody else, it'll be like, oh, that shit's great. But like if you set on it too long, man, you'll talk yourself out of it.
Yeah, because I felt like that. You know what I'm saying? I was sitting there because I had heard it so much. You know what I'm saying? Because when it finally came out, I was just like, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Because I had heard it so much. Only song that I didn't hear enough was AP Bebop, and we had just recorded that not too long ago before we put it out. So I'm like, I'm still kind of lit to that, but everything else, you know what I'm saying? I was just like, all right. But I ended up sending that shit to my man Tsukiyomi. He ended up touching that motherfucker sound. It made it sound good. Like all of those extra effects that he put on there, he did that. But
did you just recently start doing ad libs or?
I've been doing ad libs for a while. Like it just depends on the type of song most of the time.
So do you write the ad libs like in mind while you're writing, or does it come after the fact?
It really it depends on like. Let me see. So say if it is a good question.
Yeah.
So say if I'm like. Just like I'm gonna say some random rapper shit. Riding in the coupe, I'm probably skirt. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I wouldn't write it, but that's just something I would probably think about. I just think about the action. Like, shorty like my swag, she do. you know what I'm saying, just kind of encouraging that she does.
Back, yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
That's like thinking about the video when you're making a song too. Like if you're writing something, like I'm sure you can see what the video looks like in your head before it ever's like made up. You know what I mean?
Woo. Yeah, but that's probably the hardest part, because it's like, all right, because I'm not gonna lie. At first, when I was thinking about making the video for Jump Rope, I wanted to do it like, you know what I'm saying, maybe walking through like a neighborhood and seeing grown women jump roping instead of, you know what I'm saying, kids. Or maybe kind of incorporating kids, but not to making it where it's like weird, you know what I'm saying, where it's like ass shaking and kids in there, because I don't really want to. Because I don't really want to incorporate both of those, because you know what I'm saying, you want to protect the youth at the end of the day.
Dude.
But at the end of the day, they're growing so fast and they see this shit because they have phones and they see all of this shit. So, you know, instead though, I think what I want to do is make it like cheesy. You know what I'm saying? Make it like a cheesy old 70s workout video where I'm like a pervy Richard Simmons type character. You know what I'm saying? And having maybe like 3 females in there jump rope exercising, and while I'm just in the background doing random shit.
Hell yeah.
And also, you know what I'm saying, rapping the verse and just being the character. You know what I'm saying?
Great. I almost feel like if you know you're going to film a video for a song, you would have to be thinking about the video from the get-go.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. That's
Otherwise, it might not be cohesive if you don't.
It seems like every time I
Maybe
write,
not.
that shit
You're
comes
like,
out
I just
like
fucking show up.
like emotional. And I don't know if that's just the way I write, or I'm like that's the comfort level. But then we were talking about like writing something like "Who Wanted Her" from T.I. or any of those, like the hype fucking rap. Like that'd be difficult for me, I think. Or I don't know if anybody else feels that way, but like just because it's not how I project myself, or my thoughts aren't even like that. I don't like talk about myself in a good manner. So yeah, like how am I gonna hype myself up when I'm like, you're redheaded?
Let me be your hype man.
You're fucking.
He said I'm redheaded. Nah,
the skin's transparent.
but you just gotta, you know what I'm saying, you gotta feel the vibe at the end of the day, man. You just gotta vibe it out.
I would really like for you to write that song of I'm redheaded and my skin is transparent.
It is. I'm sorry.
And some people will fuck with it because shit, they are redheaded and the skin is transparent. Fuck it. You know what I'm saying?
I'm subhuman too.
It's like Brother Ali's song about
but he.
Yeah.
Dude,
what is the name of that?
fuck.
Forrest Whitaker.
Forrest Whitaker. Yeah.
It's
a
damn
great
good
fucking song, dude.
But he talks about all his flaws, and he's like, I don't give a fuck. Like,
Hell yes.
But I guess if you project your flaws, like nobody can.
He does, but if
project any on
you record it, you have to do it like the old people burning guy.
Oh yeah,
It's
like
just real cheesy.
MC Vagina. That
MC
guy.
Vagina. That's his
Y'all
fucking
remember that
name.
guy?
Oh great!
What,
I'll
dude?
send you some videos
Hell
after
no.
because it's good as shit.
You haven't seen it either. Have you? Oh, you're getting it sent to you.
MC Vagina.
It's
grab
so
that
good.
But
Actually,
yeah,
I'll get it because I gotta get that up.
my I'm out of my comfort zone when I make songs like Jump Rope too. So I like to rap. I'm a rippity rap motherfucker. So
A rippity rap.
I
I
rap the whole song.
Hell yeah. Yeah, he said he was gonna get it.
The whole song. Then I think about it, I'm like, man, if this is a 4-minute song, bro, or a 3-minute song with nothing but just words, who the fuck wants to rap along to this shit unless they're just a rap head like me?
I would want to. I hate it. There are songs I'm like, this is so good. It just has to go forever. Like I don't want to stop. I don't want to break. It just needs to go.
Sometimes you just want like 8 minutes of nothing that repeats.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
I enjoy that as someone who truly enjoys music, because if I'm trying to learn the lyrics, there's something I like just the constant because it's more of a challenge, I think. I enjoy.
I don't really like songs that have like a super like a lot of hooks or a lot of choruses. I don't like it.
Shit kills me.
I love it.
Yeah, because I think it takes away from the flow too.
Well,
It depends on who it is.
It's certainly just an attitude day. It just depends on how you feel that day.
One word. One word 24 times.
Well, I think like
I've never
kill me
had
now.
that kind of day where I want to listen to that.
Unless you just appeal here, Eddies. Nah, this Gunna talking about Adderall.
That's
Eventually, the word sounds different to you by the end of the song.
Yes.
No, it don't.
Shit.
You know what the fuck he talking about, Steve? Popping the
Yeah, it's
Adderall.
like, if you sit there, it's like on How I Met Your Mother. He's like, bowl, bowl, bowl. And then eventually, bowl just feels different to you.
Dude, can we have a
does.
podcast where we start out and just do 5 minutes
Nope.
of bowl?
Bowl.
Nope.
See how it sounds at the end?
Bowl.
Come
not
on.
a chance.
Like with Creeper Lagoon, they have like some shit where they're playing like musically the part doesn't change, but there are a bunch of different like hooks and shit going on.
Yeah.
And I read a review one time. It was like they can't decide on a melody, and I always really liked that about it.
Yeah.
You voting this year?
No.
You voting this year?
Me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You voting?
I thought I already did. What the fuck did we vote for earlier?
I don't know. The
Well, no, they
presidential.
haven't started yet, have they? I don't
I
think
don't
it's until next week.
I thought I already did. Damn
So,
it, I had my upvoted wristband and
I watched
shit.
some shit where they were talking about like mailing in votes and shit, you know, and
Yeah.
they're like, oh, the technicality is you have to have 2 envelopes. You have like your envelope for your vote and then your envelope for your envelope. And they're talking about how people are going to have their votes not counted because they're
You
not
know they're
gonna
rig the shit
but they're
out
not
of this
gonna
election,
do that,
right?
you know.
Bro.
But it's
Just
just if
fine.
you know that the technicality
Look.
is that you have to have 2 envelopes, have fucking 2 envelopes
Yeah.
or shut the fuck up.
No
They're not gonna
shit.
do that.
Yeah.
If I vote
If you
again,
can't remember to have 2 envelopes, I don't want your vote.
Yeah.
if I vote again, bro, I'll probably vote for Trump, dog.
What?
Wait, are you messing?
At this point,
Seriously?
Oh,
Interesting. Go on.
please. Yeah.
well, hold on. At this point, though, like there's not like a great option. Like
Joe
you
Biden
have
and
Trump,
Trump.
Joe Biden, and Joe
You can
Biden's.
vote for a third party.
Yeah.
Oh, well, I guess yeah, but it's not gonna fucking matter.
Oh.
That's what I was saying to you. Was it last night we were talking about it? Maybe
Yeah.
I would rather vote for
A no-name.
anybody
Yeah.
than nobody. I feel like I just feel like it's really important.
So why would you vote for Trump at this
I
point?
just feel like if America has dealt with George Bush
yeah.
and his father,
Why not have another ignorant? White
I mean,
guy
he's
as
not
president?
bad. He's not. Look, only thing that Trump really gets crap for is his mouth.
Yeah.
He's really American at the end of the day. So you should be, you know what I'm saying? We should be happy. He's an American. He's exactly what we are, except he's the president. You know what I'm saying? And before he
I
was a
guess that's
president.
true.
And they all do. I thought we watched the whole thing about the Obama administration and the fact that he fucking. Did you see the part where he fucking turned Flint, Michigan into a war zone
Yeah.
for practice?
For practice, didn't
in
tell
urban
anybody.
warfare, and didn't tell none of the community members. He had drones starting. So
All these fucking helicopters started
Yeah.
coming in and just blowing up buildings.
Who
George-
did that?
it was during the Obama administration, but it's not. You know, even when he went to Flint, Michigan, he drank the water while he was there to say that it was okay to drink
Even
and
though
stuff.
it wasn't.
But it wasn't.
Obama did that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We watched that.
I know it sucks.
They went down the
Damn.
line,
I
like
know.
even the Bush administration. I always thought Bill Clinton was like an okay. Nope. He was fucking terrible.
yeah.
He privatized prisons. He imprisoned.
He's the 3-strike rule.
Yeah, he's where the 3-strike rule came from, and all that, and it goes down the line. And Bush's dad and all that shit. They were all trash.
Everybody
not
sucks.
trash.
A
I'm
lot
not gonna
of
say
them.
trash, but they
They're
didn't
all
do well.
horrible.
They
You know what I
didn't.
mean?
They are.
And honestly, Trump
amazing.
has been doing all right. I can't even lie. I
Yeah,
mean,
man.
he's giving us money. He's
Other
done.
than
He's freed people from jail.
Yeah.
He's, you know.
Maybe we can get him to legalize marijuana on the federal level, and then he'll be all right with me. Like, go ahead and do that. man.
that'd be cool.
Yeah, hey, he
definitely
probably
won't do
would.
Get all
Shit.
he'll get all the votes then.
Yeah,
I'm just
motherfucker
not. I'm
won't
just
do
not
that.
voting. After I heard all of that shit about the Democratic Party and all of that shit,
Yeah.
man, it's just like, bro, I don't think I can even look that way anymore. You feel me? Just like, I'm sorry. I'm not anything a Republican, a liberal, or anything. I'm just not looking at that shit, man.
Yeah. You just want what's best for us.
Yeah.
And
Well,
it's
I
like,
think that's what really sucks about having 2 main people. Was it
yeah.
in Massachusetts that they had that you can rate everyone on it, like 1 through whatever. 1 is who you would most want to have in, 2 is second, so on and so forth. I kind of like that idea, which I don't know how it would turn out, but
Yeah, man.
I
Probably
think
not.
it sounds good
I
on
just
paper.
don't know.
I feel like if we're
I
gonna
don't
do
know
that, we
either,
may as well
man.
just get rid of the electoral college.
Absolutely,
We should get
that's
rid
what
of
I
that
want.
for
I
sure.
honestly just might not vote. Period. Honestly,
I mean, that's what it's come down to, and the fact with all like the protests going on and all the false news is coming out and shit, like they're separating people. People are very well separated, but they're also creating distrust in the government. And when
that's always been there.
Well, I know, but it's being like overly emphasized at this point. So once your entire like nation becomes untrustworthy to the government, and they feel like they can't believe anything, then I mean, where do you go from there?
Well, I feel like
you open
the
yourself up
problem
for
isn't
being
the
ruled by
mistrust
China.
with the government. It's the mistrust with the media. Because I mean,
Right.
before it was like, oh yeah, the government will fuck us because that's just what they do. But now if we don't trust the media, it's like, well, what the fuck do you believe?
The media don't be telling the truth neither.
I know.
No,
But there was a time when, it
Yeah.
was like, hey, they're just being objective and shit.
Oh, I swear,
Absolutely.
we were
we
watching,
were talking about that.
We were
It's
watching
crazy.
old newscasts like from back in the day, and I forgot what the thing was, but they come out and they were like, oh, this and this and this happened. Allegedly, there's more work that needs to be done as far as like whatever it is, investigating and stuff like that. So we can't say anything's true right now. I was like, holy shit, the news used to be objective. Like,
Yeah,
They
it's
had-
great.
They had the mentality of like just the facts.
Yeah.
dude.
And then the idea of narrative and spin came in,
Yep.
and then everything went to shit.
and
I
now
like
we can
just the
sway the
facts.
people. What with the things that what? Fucking sign
we
me
can
up.
Get manipulation going on a large scale. Great, let's do that instead.
That's what I had a buddy, man. Like I'd never thought that he was like a Trump supporter, but then like he gets into all these conspiracy theories, and then this thing called Q or whatever, QAnon and
QAnon.
shit, and then the whole thing pretty much boils down to the fact they're like, oh, Trump's the savior of all this, and he's gonna shut down all the government rule and stuff. And I'm like, I think you're like being tricked with the rest of it. Like,
Bro, I don't know about the savior.
I
mean, he
tell
can
you,
help,
man.
Right?
You feel me?
How do you
Dude,
feel
seriously.
about him saying that he could like the whole idea of not leaving
Yeah, he'll find-
peacefully like
oh
if he
yeah,
loses.
find a loophole.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How do you feel about that?
That's makes me
That's a
wonder.
messy motherfucker right there, man. Dude, messy as fuck, man.
I mean, I feel like I would say the same shit like if I were in office. So like, drag me out,
Yeah,
bitch.
yeah, you gonna
Yeah,
try and
dude.
take me out this bitch? Guess what? I'm taking some furniture with me.
Hey, I'm gonna say some shit.
Y'all got me fucked up.
I'm gonna say some shit. I don't think a lot of
fucking
people
love
know
that image.
because when we found it out, it was very shocking. You know that his whole campaign started as a joke. He actually paid people to come to venues so that he could, because he was getting voted out for what's the show he had? The Apprentice.
Apprentice, yeah.
And the station was going to shut his show down because of Gwen Stefani's The Voice or whatever.
Yeah, he was mad that she was getting paid more.
More, yeah.
That's what it was.
So
and
he-
he's like, fuck
he was
it, I'm
joking.
running for president.
Yeah, it was all a joke. And when he set up these venues, like then people were like, "Oh shit, yeah, we'll go too." So even the people like he didn't pay showed up and was like, "Trump for president."
And he's like, fuck it, I'm going to ride it till the wheels fall off.
Fuck it, okay.
I swear to God, it was
And
a
he
joke.
won.
And he won. It was all a fucking joke.
So it was just like, nah.
Even the people in newscasts and stuff didn't
couldn't
take it
believe it.
seriously. Yeah, they were
No.
like,
did.
We
yeah.
didn't. We didn't until he won. Then
Yeah.
he was like, this motherfucker's
Oh,
really
fuck.
our president.
I know.
You're
the whole
fired.
Time, I would
What
joke
just
about it,
happened?
but once it
fired.
happened, I was like, "What?
I know.
How can this be?"
I was like,
Plus, like everybody was like that. Everybody was
Everybody
like,
was.
don't even
So
worry about
how
that
did
one.
he win?
I was just-
Everybody
I was
like
just like,
that.
okay.
Yeah.
It was fun waking up Dad, though. It's like we were watching the results together, and he fell asleep. I was like, "Hey, wake up! Trump's president." He's like, "Quit fucking around, boy."
Oh,
No,
damn it,
dude,
man.
you
that's
drunk all three of the monsters, huh? Boy, you
Oh, it's
are a
getting
monster.
wild
He's a
today.
lunatic.
And I had one on the way.
Hey,
Oh my god,
I was
damn,
reading
dude.
all these stories about energy
horrible.
drinks and stuff because I was like, maybe one day I'll try to quit. And then it was like, oh, kid drinks like 2 in a row and like has a heart attack. Or this 37-year-old drank 3 of them before
Otherwise
bed and he
healthy
woke
man.
up and otherwise healthy. And I'm like, dude, I drink almost 10 a day. and like my heart doesn't even skip a beat. Like not all the time. Sometimes it does.
Sometimes it does, but it did that before.
But it did
If
that
a
before.
cokehead does 4 fat rails, he's fine. But if a kid does those rails
It
there,
does all those
kid's
rails.
fucked.
Oh,
I
man.
did. I was so worried about it that I was like, I'm going to go to the heart doctor. So I went to my doctor. They did the EKG. He was like, we don't see any like prior problems. He's
dude.
like, it's beating just fine. Then I went to like a specialist. They did the same thing, and they were going to give me this other monitor and shit. He was like, you look good for, whatever. I'm like, cool. That's all I need to hear. Load me up
man.
another one.
Yeah.
If a 45-year-old man can drink Mountain Dew every day and smoke Newport Reds
And drink Bud Light in the afternoon.
and get up and run and do PT and do all type of shit like that, man, you're gonna be fine, bro.
How's all that going? So do you still have to report on the weekends? or
Hell
anything?
no,
Or
man. I am
you're
a
out
free
now?
man.
Nice, man.
I am a free man. I served
Yeah.
this country and
4 years, or did you do
I
three?
did 3 and some change. 3 years and 26 weeks.
Because they do like there's like a supplementary, like 2 years that you're technically on paper, but like they can call you back or whatever.
Yeah, that's like the reserve shit right there.
Oh, okay, cool.
hmm I should have went reserved in. I think about it because my cousin been reserved for a long time and shit. I think she got her E5 and shit now.
Damn
Close
it.
to E6. So I'm like, damn.
Has she ever had to be called up? Really, dude.
No.
But that's the luck. See, you say it like in hindsight, yeah, it'd have been great, but. Like your luck, you would have did that, and then you would have been called up twice by now.
Shit, I
need
was
you to come on
supplied
out.
though. Like, I mean, if I had went back to Arkansas with her and my little cousin Quan and them, I don't think I would be getting deployed nowhere. I would just be getting decent benefits and checks from the
Really?
military, reporting every month. Shit.
That goes on another one. We were watching the whole thing about, and then them coming home from Iraq and shit, being stop loss, and then they were treating them pretty much like the VA didn't take care of nobody. All the schooling they promised, all the benefit, they came back and were just treated. I mean, forgotten.
Yo,
Just like the Vietnam vets, just
I'm
forgotten.
gonna tell you one thing. I got the fucking what they say, the GI Bill.
Yeah.
And that shit was high. And that's the thing that they let me hold during graduation. I'm happy. Like, big check, baby. You feel me? And then all of a sudden, they told me I couldn't even get my shit. I'm like, what the fuck? You know what I'm saying? I'm like, damn.
Yeah, they tried when I was going into, not going into.
I
when
had
I
to
was
look that shit up, though, man.
Are you content to just let it go?
No.
no,
want
I
that
wouldn't.
money.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
I
my
went
money
in-
and I need it now.
I went
talking
into to do the
outta
Marines.
here.
I took a month off. Like I was gonna go in and swear in, and I told him I was like, I need a month off just to make sure it's what I want to do. And I ended up not going back. I ended up getting married to some whore, and then
Not me.
fucking going to
thinking-
prison and stuff.
You're going to die today, bitch.
Yeah, but
I kind of figured he wasn't talking about her.
Yeah.
That is
I
bold,
assumed he
man.
was. He's like, what are you going to do, divorce me?
I'm
Yeah,
just real
at this
cool.
point.
You're a whore, bitch.
but I'm kind of grateful.
Calls
like
it
I
like he
didn't,
sees it.
just because at the climate it was like 2008, and if like those people that got deployed, they got tricked. Like they talked it up and was like, yeah, you're gonna be able to go to college while you're in, and you're gonna get all this money benefits. And he was like, put some. I mean, they made it. When the petty officer was going through all this shit, was making it lined in gold. I'm like, damn, dude,
There
like
is
I could be
nothing
taken
better.
care
The
of.
thing is, you can, but you have to talk to the right people. Because if you don't talk to nobody and you just go through like I did, because my supply sergeant, he used to, oh yeah, man, we're gonna get you signed up for these courses and all. I'm like, all right, bet. You know what I'm saying? I'm waiting for it, man. That motherfucker didn't care. You feel me? So it's like, oh man, you have to really like surround yourself with people who care and want you to actually take college classes. Because one of my supply sergeants, he wasn't my supply sergeant, but he was around most of the time.
Right.
He would get on my ass because while we was deployed, shit, I had my laptop, I got my little emulator set up. I got a controller now. I'm having a good time. He over there looking at me like, look at you. You could be doing classes right now. What you over there doing? I'm playing Final Fantasy.
That's right.
Word. Man, he just shook his
I
head.
want 99 of everything, and then I'll take a class.
But yeah, man, it's just about surrounding yourself with the people like that. I really didn't have nobody but a couple people,
Yeah.
but they were still trying to figure their shit out. So it's like you have to worry about a grown ass adult You know what I'm saying? And try and take care of them along with yourself. It's like, bro, that's a lot on one plate. So
What age were you like when you first went out?
shit, straight out of high school.
That's what. Yeah, man. That's. Did you get recruited or did you like go into the office
Oh man,
and recruit yourself?
he came to the high school.
Fucking dude. They were in the lunchroom like every day. Like, and that's where I got hooked to it because a lot of my buddies, they were like, we're not going to college. You want to go with us? I was like, shit, yeah. My parents even signed the thing, and they had me. I was gonna go. I'm glad, but I only say I'm glad because I believe in the military. But even the people that went to Afghanistan, like after that first year, they were like, we don't even know why the fuck we're here.
Yeah.
Like, and they were all like, this isn't right. They're killing innocent people, all that shit. And then that we watched that whole thing about Flint, and they were like, how can you fight a war over there? And then Flint looks like the war zone. How the fuck can you go over there when you got people over here?
That shit crazy.
I don't know. There's so much with that. I don't even know if they even rectified all the Flint, Michigan shit.
No.
Like
I don't
with the
think
water.
so.
They're just
Probably
letting it
not.
run its
Still
course.
fucked.
That shit fucked up.
Dude, the more we watched of it, it almost makes you sick. Like, because I'm not in Flint, right? So it doesn't technically affect me. I'm not downtown right now, so it doesn't technically affect me.
I was like, what?
So you have to go forth and look for information on those things and really see the reporting on it. And I did not know it was like that. And it is. It's fucking like third world country.
Yeah.
And they don't give a fuck. Or their mayor or
And they
whatever.
did it to them.
Yeah.
It wasn't even
crazy,
like
man.
that before.
No, it was straight before, and I don't know, dude.
They're like, let's just fuck some shit up.
Yeah, but it's tough to watch. We watched another thing about like mental health. So like me watching that or other people watching it, you place yourself within that trauma, right? When you're watching, because it departs you from it, but your brain still sees it as trauma that's happening to you.
Yeah.
And like if you watch too many bad things in the world, because there's enough bad shit in the world for you to watch.
Yeah.
Trust that.
That's why I sprinkle Gilmore Girls in.
Every
Hell
now and
yeah.
then.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
It's rough to watch because it's like you don't have to go through pain to understand suffering. So, like when you see that shit, how do you fucking like wake up in the morning and feel okay about yourself? It's rough.
Yeah, it's very
A
rough.
lot of people, you know what I'm saying? Then seeing a lot of this fuck shit that we've been going through, it also desensitizes us, you know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah.
Makes us numb to that shit. Yeah, you see what's going on. Yeah, you may feel a little pity about it, but it's just like, man, I just got to keep going,
Just
minding my
another day.
business.
Yeah.
You feel me? Which is the hardest part about everything. You know, we seeing all these people getting shot and all killed. You know what I'm saying? Then we hear the statistics. You know what I'm saying? Oh, white people get killed just as much as black people do by the police and all of this other shit. I'm like, bro, you know, which it may be true. You feel me? But then again, you have to be wary that these motherfuckers are here to protect us too. You feel me? And if you defunding the police, that ain't doing nothing but making places like Portland, making places like the West End more fucking dangerous for the people who don't do all this stupid shit.
Right.
So you know what I'm saying? Everybody says, hey, let's put somebody from that neighborhood into that situation that already knows the ins and outs, knows this family across the street, who could be called and dispatched there to be like, hey, y'all need to chill. Y'all don't want to take nobody to jail. I don't want to have to, you know what I'm saying, use the gun. Use your taser a little more. The taser doesn't work most of the time.
Right.
Which is one of the things that police officers are like scared of as well. So you know what I'm saying, you trying to pull your taser and you got a grown 300 fucking pounder that's looking like the Rock rushing towards you and you ain't got, and he got a knife or something, you ain't got no choice but to pull your gun. You already use your taser. You know what I'm saying? And then you have bad cops who just see motherfuckers and not doing nothing and just you feel me, which is fucked up. Like, we need better training. We need people who are from those environments in the neighborhoods to take care of people. We don't necessarily need to get rid of the police completely.
Right.
Oh,
You know
yeah.
what I'm
They
saying?
definitely have
that
their
would just
purpose.
be ridiculous.
That would be ridiculous.
Because they had the defunded police in somewhere in New Jersey. And when they say defund the police, it doesn't mean eradicate the police.
Right.
They just take away the money from the people that are running it. They put new people in. And good to go.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
That's
It needs
That
to
would be
happen.
nice. Shake
I
shit
think it would
up.
be cool.
Yeah.
I think too. We've talked about it before. The whole situation needs to stop being black and white. Like there's no one issue
Literally
that
or
fixes it.
figuratively?
would you say?
Literally or
Literally.
figuratively? Okay.
Yeah, like black and white, like it's this way or that way, not like
Okay.
color or anything like that. It's this way or that way.
Yeah,
And it's-
apparently
'cause
I don't
it's not.
understand literally and figuratively.
There's so many. There's so
I
many
do,
options
but I just
and so
suck.
many different outcomes to every choice, and it's like, so them just breaking it down to the numbers like that, right? And more white people, whatever, like that. That's not the issue, right? Even them talking about like the Breonna Taylor, the issue is they're like, oh, well, the right cops had the right, so we don't need to live in a state where they don't have to knock. They can just bust in your shit and take
Yeah.
you or shoot and not be criminally charged. Like,
They did change that.
no, I
The
know
whole
that's what I'm
no-knock
saying.
thing,
Like,
so
that
that's
order
cool.
thing is trash. That right there, man. That's for like, Bin
The
Laden or
worst,
somebody.
yeah.
You feel me? Somebody who has
No
bombs
knock
and shit
I
in
was
their
thinking
place,
Tony
man.
Montana, but yes.
But even the systematic thing, there is a lot of people that are just hateful, and they're like, well, if they don't like it, they can just move out of that area. Like and we watch the interviews with those people. They're like, nobody's gonna buy my house down here.
Right. Where do you?
It's
How
all-
do you want me to fucking move?
Yeah, it's all systematic, and not to mention the fact that white people haven't had hundreds of years of oppression
No.
built on systematic racism.
Couldn't you just
and
sell
then
the house
push
to
them
the
into-
pawn shop?
No,
Yes, dude.
Stupid.
but you get what I'm saying, though. It's
Brilliant.
like
Thank you.
there's more to the entire picture, and people just boil it down to, oh, well, she shouldn't have been talking to a drug dealer. Get the fuck out of here.
That right there.
That's just
The fuck?
ridiculous.
Like
It makes
you
me-
you can't do that, man.
No, and but
I
they
don't
do.
even
There's
know
so
where
many
to
people.
come up with that shit.
Well, that's what
fuck
ignorance does to you.
It's ignorance.
It's
Yeah.
so. I
And
cannot.
it's single sided, and then you got people that have been in protected neighborhoods for so long, and they're just, I mean, like people way across the city, like, I'll get my gun tonight, fucking watch my door, and like all scared. I'm like, dude, this is
no one gives a fuck
Nobody
about
gives
you.
a fuck.
safe,
You wish
motherfucker.
somebody wanted your
You
lawn
are
chair.
safe.
Right.
it's just scary, man. Like we're such a reactive community. Like we react to each situation as is, and we don't look at the bigger picture until the bigger picture is far in the past, and we realize how bad we fucked up, and now we're like, oh shit, we shouldn't have reacted
Should
the
have
way we
did it a
did.
certain way.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
and that's what's scary, I guess.
I
in
just, at the end of the day, man, I just pray for everybody.
Hell
You
yeah.
know what I'm saying? I've never been one of the people who wants to destroy anything or, you know what I'm saying, necessarily feel like I need to scream and shout to get my point across. You know what I'm saying?
Hell yeah.
I just try and lay back in silence. Doesn't necessarily mean I'm weak about anything. I'm just thinking about it. You know what I'm saying? Let me
yeah.
think about it and try and figure it out before I react a certain way. Because I used to be one of the more, man, fuck that.
Yeah.
No. I would, you know what I'm saying? If I was like 21, I'd probably still be out here wilding. Don't get me wrong. I'm still angry.
Yeah.
I'm still angry. I still feel like those motherfuckers should be locked up.
Yep.
You feel me? Or at least doing some type of time.
Oh,
Though
yeah.
I feel like it's self-defense. Whatever.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Some kind of accountability.
That's
please.
what I told her. I was like, if they say that the Kenny was Kenneth, my fault,
Yeah.
was in the wrong. Let's just say that was a true statement. Him firing the shot that hit the leg and then proceeded to all the firing. Right.
Yeah.
Let's just say that. Let's just say that. Well, that was disproved in court. They dropped all charges without contest. So that means that they said that he was in the right because somebody was busting his door. They didn't charge him.
Yeah.
So you're telling me that guy's in the right, correct?
Yep.
If you're saying that, then the cops were in the wrong. That
in the wrong.
It is what it is.
Yeah.
Like you dropped all charges with no contest, meaning he had the right to pick up his gun and fire a shot
You
because
know
they were
where he
busting.
stayed. Motherfucker, when they say Louisville, they really don't understand. Like motherfuckers will eat your food out here. Ain't nobody playing with you, dude. You know what?
telling you.
And you know what I'm saying? For him to pick up the gun and want to defend his fucking family, which he should have. You know what I'm
He had
saying?
the right to.
You hear anything, boom, boom, and you out west or wherever the fuck you was at. You know what I'm saying? Anywhere. It could go down anywhere around here. East End, South Side, and it's crazy.
Yeah.
So, he had the right. So it's just like, yo, they really just need to give these motherfuckers some time, man. Or if they just come up in
restructure.
come back in accountability and be like, look, man, we had the order, but we gonna take this amount of time just because we don't feel right about it. You
Right.
feel me?
Yeah.
That'll never happen
No.
though.
No, that's what's sad. Just to do that, I think would calm the flame down.
would.
To just come out and say, dude, my motherfucking bad. Like this all went. So it's the only one of the three orders that went bad. Like the other 2 raids went perfectly fine.
Yeah.
So only one of the 3. Like you can say you fucked up, bro. Like you
Right.
know.
And the thing is, they arrested her ex-boyfriend before they did.
Exactly.
It was like 30 or 40 minutes
they had
before.
sufficient
They had so much time
to spread the word.
Yeah.
And then not do it because
No,
it's
they
not
didn't.
necessary because that's who you're looking for.
Yeah, and
Done.
then hearing Kenneth's phone call to the police because he still thought, because they didn't announce themselves so much that he thought that somebody raided in, and then when he shot, they left. Like, just hearing his phone call to the cops begging for help for Breonna, it was rough to listen to.
Fuck
Like,
shit,
they played
man.
that shit on MSNBC or whatever. That shit was rough.
I heard some shit the other day from this guy. I was paying a bill to. He was talking about this shit, and he was like, "Man, think about it, man. You in that house, and that girl got hit 8 times, and you ain't get hit not once, not a scratch. He hid behind that girl." I'm like, "Bro, man,
come
you know,
on.
I don't even want to think like
No,
that.
I don't
You
either,
feel me?
yeah.
Because if you said you heard the phone call and he shook
Oh,
up, like,
man.
you know what I'm saying? Ain't no possible way. Yeah, I feel like, you know what I'm saying? He should have been like, get down or something. You know, get down, go do
You know how
But-
bad you have
in
to
the heat
feel.
of the moment, man.
Yeah, you're not
You know how
thinking,
fucking terrible it would have to be Kenneth because
Oh,
he
it'd be
fired the
horrible.
one shot that preceded all those other shit. Like if he
So-
would have just held back maybe 2 more seconds to maybe hopefully see a badge hanging off their neck or whatever, like it would just knowing that I fired the first shot and then she died, it would stick with me, man. That,
Yeah, man, that's
tough
something he
to
got to live with, man.
Yeah, it's
you
so
know?
tough.
I find it annoying, like the conservative types are like, "Oh, if you come in my house, I'm shooting."
Yeah.
But then they're like,
you
"Oh, if
restart
he
that?
wouldn't have shot at the cops, then
He
she'd
wouldn't
still
have
be
died."
alive."
Yeah,
Oh, I know.
Say, "Fuck you, hillbilly."
Fuck you.
Shut up, man. You
Yeah.
don't know. You know what I'm saying. You don't know what he was. You don't know what his life was like for him to know. He may have been broken in on before. You know what I'm
Yep.
saying. He didn't have a gun. You feel
Yeah.
me? So this one time he was like, "No, not again." You feel me? Who knows?
They
Who
showed
knows?
all those videos of Brianna and shit. Like, dude, she seemed like a fucking amazing person.
She seemed beautiful. She
and
was
they
beautiful.
they can't go back to the prison phone, the jail phone calls. They go back to those and they play them. And I'm like, dude, she was placating that dude. Was just like, because I've called you before and said some dumb shit, and you were just like, whatever, I love you. Like, she was just like keeping in contact with it. I know that game. Like, you just keep in contact with the dude so he doesn't feel like he's alone. And you just talk shit with him. He's locked up. Like,
Right. What's
that's all
the
that was.
harm?
It wasn't like she was dealing for the fucking guy.
Decent
Right.
humanity.
Yeah, and either way it goes, even if she was, she didn't deserve to fucking die. You.
Nah, she didn't deserve to die, man. That whole situation is fucked up, man. Rest in peace, Brianna. and all.
Yeah, man. Yeah, those videos are super tough. But that's what we trying to go outside of our comfort zone and like watch things that oppose ideals. I think that more people need to.
Yeah.
Physically, because we're reading up about this thing that said like the shit that's on your phone, like the algorithm's so good that like on Google, across YouTube, all that shit. So you have the algorithm knows how you think and the process in which you do things, right? So if you believe in a certain way, Google is going to start only sending you articles that agree with your mindset, right?
Yep.
So people get locked into this information bias bubble where they're like, oh, I'm fucking right because look, it's the first couple things on Google. Like it has to be true. So I think
Use
physically,
Bing, you lazy fuck.
yeah, like go outside of your comfort zone and actually seek people that don't agree with you. Like
Yeah.
that's what you need to do because you need to see it from all sides.
Yeah.
But it's an eye opener. It's tough to watch because it makes you feel like shit, dude. Like this struggle for everybody.
Everybody.
But this one single group of people is like, it's just unprecedented.
Get
fucked up.
away
It's-
from me.
You don't like that word?
Oh Lord, everything is fucking unprecedented.
Unprecedented.
God damn it,
2020,
everything is.
Fucking the pandemic.
2020 is fucking unprecedented. Like I just
When does
can't.
COVID like when does that like
When
run
does
out?
it stop
It
being
ain't gonna be out. This
You know that-
unprecedented?
You know they were gonna try to the vaccines for it. They were gonna test on soldiers first.
Yeah, it's fucked.
Did you hear that?
I'm sure they was, because I got shot up with a lot of shit in basic training. They ain't gonna lie.
You're probably superhuman. by
I've
this
been
point.
running around this motherfucker fine other than allergies. I'm not gonna lie. I'm still scared
shaking
of
everybody's hand.
I'm still scared of that COVID shit though, man. 'Cause my pops just caught that shit. He's out of the hospital now, but he
Really?
he caught that shit like last weekend. Well, worried about his ass. He's good though.
Does he still have residuals? I hear that like people still like feel like shit after they get rid of it. And
He said he feeling a lot better.
Feeling good?
But during the
Damn,
time he
dude.
couldn't breathe. He said he couldn't
How old is
taste
he?
nothing. He just turned 50.
damn, dude. Well, good. I'm glad to hear that. Like, but I got military people on my Facebook and their wives are fucking mad. Like, you're not going to test on my husband. I'm like, well, they're going to because
him
he
or
signed
you,
a paper
Yes.
that pretty much, I mean, when you sign those papers, you sign yourself as a human over to the military. Like, if you try to get out or you go AWOL, they're locking you up not in an outside jail or prison. You're getting locked.
Leavenworth, buddy.
Yeah, man. Like that, doesn't that fucking scare the shit out of you? Like the people who got stop loss, they went AWOL. They were like, I'd rather go to prison than go back to Afghanistan. Like, and they did. Like, they locked them the fuck up after serving their country for 4 years.
So fucked.
Yeah, this shit have happened.
Scary, dude. Man, this world is scary though.
Definitely.
It is pretty scary.
And if you allow your state or whatever to be like police ran, like fucking give it up. Like,
Yeah, man, that shit's fucked.
yeah, I
Man,
don't
you
know.
just need the right people in the right places, man. That's
Oh,
all
yeah.
it is. People that can actually control something instead of just being a puppet.
Puppet. That's what. Every time I see Mitch McConnell's face, like
Tired of seeing his
he
face.
has the kind of face that I want to blow my fist through just because of the way he looks.
Like a
Not,
fucking turtle.
dude, I swear, every time I see his face, I'm just like, fuck you, dude. Fuck you.
I watch.
wanted-
Go ahead.
Oh, I was just gonna say I wanted to call him on the podcast.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, now that I know what to expect, I feel a lot more comfortable with it.
Fuck dude,
Yeah.
man.
Yeah.
I ain't even been here that long, but just YouTube has gotten me to the point where I see so many Mitch McConnell ads now.
Oh yeah.
I know.
Mitch McConnell
Everything.
has been doing this for 35 years, and Kentucky has been. I'm like, damn, this man been eating for 35 years and ain't just been doing shit for nothing.
Yeah.
That's fucked up.
I told her, I think what it is, man, they get like just the same way with like COs inside the system, right? It's a lot of people in high school that got picked on or beat up or whatever, and they go there and now they can tell people what to do. Well, the same goes when people like Mitch McConnell did their schoolwork and they got beat up or picked on or they weren't a part of the group, right? They get in a position of power. Well, now those people that picked on them, all that shit, now they can go to them and be like, oh, we're going to include you. You're going to be a part of this secret group of people, and we're going to give you like high fives and hugs and shit. Just pass this law for us. And now Mitch feels like, oh, shit, I'm a part of a group. He still has that childhood, like, that trauma of not being a part of the group and being picked on and being all that shit. Now he's a part of the group. He feels like he's doing something.
You
And
got them all figured out.
yeah, that's
Look,
what
man.
happens to
I'll
those
sign
people.
No,
this
it's
bill,
a
but I
Look,
need him
man,
up.
I was picked on and shit too. You know what I'm saying? I'm sure
Like,
we all
who the fuck wasn't?
we all been picked on, man. That's character development, man. Them
Hell
motherfuckers
yeah.
just take that shit too far. You know what I mean?
I hope they still pick on people in school for sure.
Yeah, that's character
Yeah.
development.
I
Everybody's
got
getting
beat up for
soft.
being fat when I was little.
Damn.
Don't be fat.
I did. I stopped eating for a little while, and I grew a few
Victim
inches,
blaming.
and look
I
at me
could,
go.
I could never, I could never wear low haircuts because the back of my head was gonna get slapped.
Yeah.
Ever. I remember I had
amazing.
my haircut fucked up one time and I had to cut it all off. Boy, I got my head slapped so vicious.
Oh fuck.
It was fucking my shit up. You feel me? That's how we used to rock though.
So how close are you
Oh,
to finishing the new
that's-
album?
The new
Fucked
album,
up, but his. Get yourself together.
Yeah, get it together.
my
Whatever.
man's
He's our guest.
My
Come on.
man's
All
guy,
right.
he was like, man, we need to try and have 25 songs at least recorded in total to try and so we can skim through them.
Yeah.
But I want 10 songs on the next one.
Nice. How
Yeah.
close are you now?
Oh, buddy.
Got a couple worked out, or?
Nah, man, I got a few songs worked out, but I don't even know the direction I'm going exactly yet. I mean, I have like a few songs that I've been sitting on for a while that I do want to put on there. You know what I'm saying? But I have to make it all like kind of correlate off each other, if it makes sense, kind of
Oh yeah.
go together. So I want to do 10 songs, enough to have an interlude, a skit, and of course the intro, outro, all that good shit.
Oh yeah.
And try and fill it in between with some shit. I actually want to I've been practicing singing.
Yeah.
So I actually want to try and get one of my homies and I actually want to make at least one or two songs where it's just like singing and you know what I'm saying, trying to put it in a sentimental way.
Yep.
But I don't really know where. I think I might sing a song for my mama.
Nice.
Dude,
You know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
Definitely.
Something like that, so she can have something to listen to. Cause she always tells me, she was like, I support you, but all that cussing and stuff, what I'm saying? I don't know about all that.
Sing really pretty cuss words.
Yes.
Don't do that.
Do you use any auto tune?
I don't really like auto tune. I rather you feel. You know what I'm saying? Even though it may not sound amazing, you know what I'm saying? I still kind of want you to feel where I'm coming from. Like too much auto tune.
Yeah, it's just stupid.
It's like you sound like a robot, buddy. You don't even sound like yourself anymore. And then like even when you're doing like certain things, you can still hear all like all the shit in it. So it's like, bro, I don't want to do all that.
I don't mind a little, but,
just a tad.
Yo,
You know what I'm saying?
if you got a chance, go. I don't know if you have yet or not, but T-Pain's Tiny Desk session, right? I didn't think that the
beautiful.
dude could sing, but my God, his voice is good. He was like, "Oh, I got auto tune is what do you say, like implanted in me permanently or some shit?" But that whole fucking set, dude, he is an R&B singer. Like he is fucking good, and I never knew that. But he was like, "Oh, the auto tune shit was just for fun."
Yeah. Raps Teddy Pendergrass.
Crazy, dude. But yeah,
I
man.
love T-Pain.
T-Pain hard.
Y'all ready to eat?
Absolutely.
That sounds
I'm ready
amazing.
to pee again.
Oh, you
Drinking all them damn monsters,
energy.
motherfucker.
Don't you pin
Nice,
shit on me. I'm an adult.
Well, sleeping,
Sure.
man. It was a fucking nice to have you again. Hopefully, we can have you on here before the CD's done.
Of course, of
Or
course.
right when the CD hits.
Invite me, man. I'll pull up.
Hell yeah.
Pull up.
Appreciate you coming. Again, it's Sleepy, it's Ian,
Hi.
it's Sarah,
Yeah.
Sarah, and Adam. That's me.
Oh, fuck. I haven't taken one picture.
You're a
Okay.
piece of shit.
You stupid shit.
Yeah.
We're going out now. 'Cause That's
All right, cool, man.
That's right.
Well, yeah, thank you for being a part of episode 78.
Thank
I'm
you.
gonna
Thank you
fucking
for
burn
having
that
me
fucker.
again.
coming on, man.
Skibbity
Be on the lookout for Emma Frost and be on the lookout for the album.
Outro? Goddamn.
I'm sorry.
Oh, no, you're
That's
good.
all right. You say that.
Good plug.
Skibbity bop bop. No.
Look out for that.
Emma Frost and what was the other one?
I'm not sure yet, but we're going to just be on the lookout for it.
All right, sounds good.
TBA.
Ba-da-ba-ba.
TBA. Skibbity bop bop.
Wildly uninteresting podcast.